Hey guys, I'm back again with a body assembly for Miss Alice, and I'm really hoping that this body will fit her. It's very possible that I'm going to have to get actually no, that's not true. I think that this body's going to be just fine because the 20 inch and the 21 inch were not that big of a difference, but the 21 inch and the 22 inch like just seemed a lot more drastic in difference to me. Like it was definitely, you know, a true inch difference, whereas the 20 and the 21 inch almost seemed like hardly even half an inch difference. So with this being an inch difference, I really hope that does make a difference. Alright, so this was the body that Catherine had, but I you know, took everything out, and so I'm going to take out the stuff from her body. So let me actually move her limbs to the side here. Hey, baby girl. And these two babies might be coming to work with me tomorrow. I almost don't want to take Catherine though because of her matting issues, but I think if I just keep her covered up she'll be okay. But I have two new co-workers this year, and they had no idea that I even made dolls. And I just happened to be talking about it nonchalantly because everybody else knows I do. And they were like, what are you talking about? And so I just, you know, told them about what I did, and they were extremely fascinated. And one of them seems to really love dolls. And she's like, I wish I had known that 2 years ago. You know, so I don't know if she collects or, you know, but I definitely wanted, I said I would take them and show them. So I'm unsure. I might take Levi, but I wanted to take an awake baby and a sleep baby, but also a vinyl and a silicone so they could feel the difference and see the difference. So my ideal was to bring these two. But I also, you know, some people prefer the smaller newborn size. So I don't know. I'm unsure. I might just wind up taking Levi and Alice to be on the safe side and just, I don't know, maybe bring my like mini silicone baby so that they can see the difference. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, come on. Let's go ahead and get the leg on. I'm so I got used to doing the silicone. So everything's is slippery. Alright. So we're going to make sure we get it where we want it to be. Get it nice and tight here. And then maneuver it so that it's not too tight in one area and it's not clumping up. That's pretty good. Make sure it's tight as it can go. Yep. Oh, let's see, where's my cuticle cutters? Here they are. Make sure it's nice and smooth. It is. You guys are seeing this, right? Yes. Alright. So just in case you didn't know, this is the Saskia kit by Bonnie Brown. She was quite popular. And she is a pretty good sized baby. She's probably like a very large newborn or 0 to 3 month size. She's not really a full 3 month size. She's a bit smaller than that. But yeah, she's still a really good sized baby. And I got her made, and she is definitely, I would say, I'm at least 90% sure that she's a forever baby. Unless they come out with another kit that she favors my family. Like she looks like she could be my child. She really favors a lot of my family's babies, like the baby pictures and all that. The first time I saw Sylvia Creations prototype of her, I was like, oh my word. I mean, she just looks so much like my child and how I looked as a baby and my brother. She's kind of a combination of us. So I was really set on making sure that I got her. And I don't know, like I just feel like she's truly mine. Like I kind of don't really care as much for vinyl anymore. That's really sad to say. I do still like my vinyl babies, but I have decided to stop making them, at least at this point, because I've always used Genesis heat set paints because I tried air dry but I just didn't like them. By the way, I used the classic polyfill in her little booty to firm it and give it a good shape. And then I put the glass beads down in here. And then I'm taking the Angel Soft polyfill, which is the really, really super soft. I get it from Bountiful Baby. And I'm using it to just kind of fill around. So exactly how I assembled Catherine, my silicone baby, is basically how we're doing the body. Weighting vinyl is easier, in my opinion. Quite a bit easier. It's lighter. It's easier to, you know, kind of move around and manipulate, and so not too heavy to, not too shabby, right? So that's what I'm doing. Just tuck in the polyfill around the glass beads so you can't feel them. This bag of glass beads is kind of on the long side, so instead of doing 2 smaller ones, I guess I had initially decided to do 1 longer one. And I think it's because when I had her on her other body, her head was too floppy. So I did wind up taking some glass beads out of her head as well when I reassembled her. So anyway, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just forming out her body how I want it to be. And I, of course, completely lost my train of thought of what I was talking about. Oh, I was talking about, so I developed really, really awful asthma. In fact, when you do an asthma test, from what I'm told, I haven't done a lot of research on this. When you do a breathing test for asthma, you're supposed to, the normal range is 85, or above, I guess. And I scored a 40. So, less than half of what my oxygen, I guess, level should be. It was, you know, it was pretty bad. Oh no, why is there pink, a little bit of like pink stuff on the body? How in the world did that happen? Wow, I hate that. At least she's mine, so I guess it's not a, I mean, it doesn't bother me, but I hate that it happened. It's like a little, look at that, just like a little random pink stain spot, but it's not even been exposed to anything. That's really odd. Aw, makes me sad. Oh well, it's not, again, she's mine, so it's not a huge deal. So with that being said, I've heard, you know, a bit of horror stories with, using heat set paints and you know, using the oven, and even though that the vinyl doesn't have, the chemicals that it used to, it's still chemicals. Paints are still chemicals, and you know, putting that in the oven, I guess, and I know that there's ways around it, but what was just always convenient for me, being able to put it in the oven that I'm used to, etc., it would probably just be too much of a pain to do anything different. I don't want to invest in a new wave oven and all that, and I've perfected, you know, the temp and the time amount and everything using this one particular oven that I've always used. I'm just finicky like that. So I'll still be doing vinyl babies here and there. In fact, I'm getting ready to work on some friends' vinyl babies for her daughter, which I'm getting ready to do a video of that so you guys can see. And so I'm still working on it some, but it's not going to be, you know, the extent that I've worked on them in the past. So that, with that being said, I do tend to like silicone more in some ways. I don't like how fragile they are. I know what everyone says, that, you know, it's kind of a torn subject of, oh, silicone's fragile, silicone's not fragile, it's durable, it lives forever if it's done right. I get that, but, I mean, really, if I had to describe silicone, silicone is fragile. I mean, especially compared to vinyl, it is a fragile medium. It's not something, no matter how it's made, I would ever let a child really hold. At least not, you know, not much, or not without help. But with vinyl, I would. I mean, it's definitely, so you're paying a lot of money for for something that is on the fragile side. And you know, but at the same time, I love it, so I still buy it. So I'm definitely not discouraging it. But anyway, so so I do like vinyl in that regard. I feel like you get your money's worth with vinyl versus silicone. But at the same time, actually I really like her weight. I don't like my babies. I used to love my babies to be super heavy, and now with my back problems I don't. So she feels great. She's not too heavy for me. But normally I would put a glass bead in the around the neck area, like right in here, and then put the polyfill on top to distribute the weight. But I actually really like how she feels. She's not too heavy, and with her head on she's going to be even heavier, and I think that's going to be perfect. So all that being said, yeah, I'm not doing vinyl as much, and so I'm not really collecting them as much. But this little girl here I feel like is going to be a forever baby for me. My Levi is for sale, but at the same time I almost don't want to sell him until I get Asher back, because I like having a little boy, and he's my only little boy until Asher gets back. Let's see, I'm going to have to lift her up here. I don't usually do a neck ring for my vinyl babies, and that's mostly because I don't think they need it. You just have to adjust it the right way. I feel like this body is still maybe too long for her. I mean, it's all I have right now, so I'm going to finish it. I do like that it's not... One thing that I did not like about her previous body is it was about this thin, but then it just got really big at the bottom, and her butt was way too big. This is definitely more proportioned, for sure. Like, her whole back and her butt and everything is very good proportion. I don't know, I guess, yeah, maybe it is. I just feel like when I sit her up like this, she kind of looks like she's not proportioned right. I mean, I may wind up, since I'm going to get Asher a new body anyway, I may wind up ordering another of the 20-inch body and putting her on that as well. But, I mean, it's not bad. But I still feel like it might be a little bit long. But the other one was like way obviously long. It was terrible. But I mean, it's good because I don't mind having these extra bodies. I'll use them with other babies for sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. Alright. But I mean, again, I'll take a look at it and get her dressed and see how much I like it. I wish I had brought a brush up here with me. How come I didn't? Can't fix your pretty hair. But we are going to put your little outfit back on. So anyway, guys, there is Miss Alice and her new very cuddly body. She's very soft. And she wore a little sleeper up here. I wish I had kept Catherine's sleeper on, because when I brought them up here last night to change them into their bodies, they were both wearing like these little kind of semi-matching pajamas, and they looked really cute. But then I was cleaning out my baby drawer because it was much due, and I was trying on a few outfits on Catherine, and when I did that, I didn't put her other pajamas back on, so oh well. See, where's this sleeper from? This sleeper is from Next, and I love it. It's very, very cute. Alright, come on. I always love Next clothes, but then every time I go, I'm more into like, what do you call it? Immediate satisfaction or whatever by shopping in person. And I don't know why, because like I'll go to a store and apparently don't mind ever dropping like $60 on baby clothes. But then like when I go to order online, if it's like more than $30, I panic. Like, oh, I don't want that. And it'll sit in my shopping cart and I won't actually get it, which is ludicrous. Because when I really think about it, I mean, I know that I'll always love Next clothes, so I really should just bite the bullet, and if I need any more baby clothes, just get them from like Next or a place that I really love it. Even though I'm not, personally there to see it. So, because yeah, just like the sleeper. And most Next clothes that I get, I always, wind up keeping because I love it. And I definitely love this sleeper. It's nice and soft and cute. I mean, that looks good. She doesn't look too out of proportion. I don't know. I have to think about it. I'm torn. I think I might go ahead and get another 20-inch body anyway. And because the other thing I thought about doing in the very near future is I kind of want to, like when I look at her and I look at Catherine's color is like almost my exact skin tone. Can we move up the camera? Can you guys see that? Like her skin tone and mine are very matchy. And Alice's is very pale. I mean, she's definitely got a lot of mottling and the under skin tones and all that. But even her limbs, I feel, have a good amount of mottling and depth. But her face kind of doesn't. And I blame the lighting up in my studio because it's really bad about, for some reason, sometimes looking different. So seeing between the two of them, I might actually add some more paint to her in the near future. So when I do that, I can just always change her into her new body if she needs it. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. These videos have gone too long. I apologize for that. And I hope you enjoyed seeing these new bodies. And if you guys are interested, I got them from fabric.com. Just search Minky Fleece. Minky Fleece in the white is what I got. And that way you can just send them to your seamstress and get them made. So again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in another video very soon. Bye!